Hey race fan, Brian Davis races, and you can too. Thanks for joining me today. What I'm going to do today is I am going to finally do it. I'm going to make the switch from Garmin over to Wahoo. To be very clear that Wahoo gave me nothing for this review. They didn't send me a unit, they didn't contact me. I found this unit and wanted to buy it all on my own. So this is 100% unbiased, and I hope you enjoy it. I got really mad at Garmin the other day, sold it on eBay, so that unit is totally gone. I finally got my Wahoo, and now I'm gonna run through the switch, and I'm gonna take you along for the ride. So if you wanna learn what it's like to switch from Garmin to Wahoo, stay tuned to this video. All right, race fam, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Before we go any further, if you could hit that like button, it really helps the channel be recognized by YouTube as not crap. And then more people can see cycling content from me, and I really appreciate it if you could take a second to do that. Smash, smash, smash. All right, here we go. This is the Element Roam. I've just purchased this. I just did the unboxing. I am super pumped to be making this switch. There is a long list of reasons that I'm switching away from Garmin. In fact, let's cut to that now. It could never connect to my computer properly. My phone never connected to it consistently. Can't see the screen in the sunlight. Dropped the GPS signal, but only when traveling. The routing generally sucked. The buttons rattled and made noise in my videos. And I couldn't get Garmin Connect IQ to work on certain applications that I'm trying to use to test. This is the Element Roam. I got this unit because I wanted to have enhanced routability or routing features. I want to be able to have safe routes wherever I'm headed, and that's why I picked this unit. And this has color, which I have found in my time with the Garmin is really helpful to just know where it's trying to send me, especially in any sort of race environment where you don't have a lot of time to process what's happening and you need to see the route and keep going. I am going to be downloading the Wahoo app on my phone, and then that will really kick off the process of making the switch. All right, so you're going to get everything out of the box. You're going to upload the Element app on your phone. You're going to go through the setup process, which is really straightforward. There's actually some really cool tutorials that are in the launch screen, which is interesting. You can set up your Strava, your TrainingPeaks, your Trainerroad. I did all that stuff. Took very little time. And then getting into putting in your profile information, pretty common. Do adjust your FTP. I forgot to do that on my first ride. You can enable live tracking, so it'll automatically send an email to my wife when I leave for a workout, and then she can track me live on GPS through that email link, which is really handy. And Strava does the same thing, but it's nice that it comes right out of the Wahoo. I actually like the email a lot better than the text. And then this is the tutorial that you go through as well. So it's very straightforward to get you going. And this was probably my biggest hesitation with switching, was just like, I'm so used to Garmin, I don't want to switch. I don't understand I don't want to go through all this learning process. But the setup, the Bluetooth connections, everything just works so seamlessly. And then it took me a little while to figure out kind of the words they use to describe things like pages and workout data versus Strava data and what that means on the unit itself. But after about the third ride, I got the hang of it, and I can totally customize everything just the way I want, depending on what I'm looking at. And then really cool Strava integration with the Strava new feature for routing integrates live with the Wahoo Element Roam, and I love the routing of Strava, and I tested that out on this unit, and I'm very happy with it so far. So I created that route on Strava, and I uploaded it into the Wahoo app, and then it goes straight to the head unit. You can also do the same thing with planned workouts on TrainerRoad, and there's even some workouts that you can just pull from their database. You don't necessarily need to have it on TrainerRoad, which is super handy, but loading it on TrainerRoad was really awesome. Now testing navigation plus a workout. You know, in the grand scheme of things, that's amazing to get a computer up and running, and I feel like I have a really good handle on it. And what was that, in real life, like 15-20 minutes from opening the box, maybe a little longer, opening the box to being out on a ride, paired up to all my sensors, telling me I have a low battery, connecting with all my other third-party apps, Strava, TrainingPeaks, all that stuff. That's incredible. Setting up live tracking, auto email I send to my wife, tell her if I get squashed, here's exactly where I got squashed. It's really remarkable. I mean, Garmin can do all that stuff too, and I'm sure their newer units are easier to set up than my older unit was. But I'm definitely not alone in the not happy with Garmin camp. And there's a lot of reasons, so we already went through. But anyway, so far this is so easy to see. That's the biggest thing I noticed already. Like, I wanted to get new sunglasses desperately, and I still do, but I thought it was because I can't see my computer very well because my glasses are so beat up, but in reality, you just can't see that old Garmin screen. Again, I don't want to pick on Garmin for that because that's just a change in technology that both of them have visible screens now. All right, in a few minutes, and it's set to, it gives you a bunch of defaults. It's interesting, I wonder if they pull that from, because that would be data they would have, right, of what other riders are putting in the fields, and then just ordering them in the most popular preferences as everyone else. You can certainly customize it, but that'd be a great place to start. I assume they're that bright. But I don't like the 3-second power average. I want the 30-second power average. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to switch that. Pages, workout data. Average, power. Oh, we're getting there. Power, normalized power, no, I want that average power. 30 seconds, you get it. Oh, look, it switched. Blammo, just like that. Oh. All right, well, we got that done. 30 seconds on the clock now, or 30-second power average, like that. I will say, in Garmin's defense, that is a lot easier on the Garmin touchscreen, for sure. So far, I don't miss the touchscreen, but I think that day is coming. Clear as day, through shadows and sun, just so clear. I assume that's coming through on the camera. I wonder if I can make it glare. There's one sec, yeah. Now in real life that's not happening. I see that happening in the camera, but not to me. I can see it just fine. There's a phone call. It's gotta be teenage boys. If you could stop throwing Busch Light cans in the side of the road, that'd be great. All right, race fam, day 2 of the Wahoo. Today I'm going to test out routing. Actually, I did a Strava route and favorited it, I think is the right word. And it should show up, it did actually, I saw it yesterday. It shows up on the Wahoo after I turn everything on. And then I'm also going to test out a TrainerRoad workout at the same time. It's crazy! Yesterday went really well. The setup was just peachy. I changed my FTP in the app. I feel like that might be a little bit odd that it doesn't auto-update the FTP from Strava or from TrainingPeaks, potentially, but it doesn't. Sees the heart rate. Now, it's searching for the roam in the app. Is it finding the roam? I'm on the Wi-Fi. Okay. I guess that button means to send it. Select. Syncing. Route loaded, just like that. Okay, and now pick a planned workout. Oh, that's cool. That was easy. Things ready. Let's get on the bike. Family says they want to come with me for the first mile. Okay. Look forward to that. I can't tell. Once I start moving, I mean, I'm gonna get warm. And it looks really warm and sunny, but it's actually really pretty cold. And it's windier than it looks when you get out in the country. These days just stump me sometimes. Start what? Oh. See, now it's cold out here.
Yeah, it is cold.
I took my hat off. Now my head's cold. Dang bald head. Alright, I was mildly frustrated because I couldn't figure out, I got like trapped in some Strava segment page. Anyway, I finally got out of that. Then I figured out by hitting the page button I can see all the different stuff that's going on. I was kind of trapped in the planned workout, so I couldn't see anything about the map or route that I was on, so I was just about to give up on trying to do both these things at once, but I think I got it figured out now. I can't wait till the proper to get this in the actual mount. It's so slippy on the handlebar mount. It's frustrating to try to use it because the buttons, they require a significant push. That's different, but they don't rattle. Not even halfway through my my second ride, first workout, first routing. I was definitely a little confused at the beginning, but now I get it. So the learning curve is looking like it's like 2 hours of on the bike use and maybe another half hour of setup and futzing, and probably gonna have to Google something to figure something out, right? So somewhere in that neighborhood, but that's not bad. And there's a lot I like. There's a couple things I miss about the Garmin. The touchscreen is nice. I don't know, I think a lot of it is just getting used to the UX, but we'll get there. It's chilly, but gosh, is it nice. And I gotta get home in time for quarantine cocktail hour. So I proved my point. I was able to get routing and the workout to all work together. I was able to figure that out. I think I'm comfortable with this test, and then I'll keep my butt home. All right, the Wahoo's calling for 302 to 322 on a 15-minute interval. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to tell it to go back home. But so take me to home. Select. That would not be the road I would pick. But it's not that bad. Especially during quarantine. All right, it's 4 o'clock. I got quarantine cocktail hour. Starts in 1 hour. I gotta hustle up, buttercup. All right, everybody, thanks for checking out the channel today. The goal on this channel is to grow our sport, grow our knowledge, and grow our fitness, and hopefully I deliver that to you today. Please do subscribe. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the Wahoo Roam. So switching from Garmin, I think, like I said in the video, it's like a 2.5 hour process, right? And I think pairing this up with Strava, I just moved over to Strava Premium, and I'll be doing an episode on that shortly. But the routing tools on Strava Premium now, integrating with this, it gets me to what I was always after. Like, I just want to be able to figure out how to go from point A to point B, have this thing route me in an intelligent way that's not full of garbage highways that's going to get me killed, That's what I'm after. And I want it to work with my phone like it says it works with my phone. That's probably my chief complaint with the Garmin is on the side of the box it advertised, you know, Bluetooth connection to your phone. It rarely, if ever, worked. It was so frustrating, and that unit was so expensive, and I think I was just angry at all the stuff they told me was going to be available in that unit that never worked, and I can't forgive them for that. So that was my mission in switching over, is I want a company that's going to sell me a product that does what it says it's going to do every time, and so far very happy with the Wahoo for doing that. Overall, I think this cost-wise is perfectly reasonable. They're doing a $50 rebate right now. You can get a discount on these things. This does everything I want it to do. Connects to my phone, routes me where I want to go, and it integrates really beautifully with TrainerRoad for their outdoor workouts. So all in all, I'm an 8 out of 10. I did have some issues with the routing when I went on that family ride and then tried to get back to the start. That was frustrating. I was having a lot of trouble figuring out how to get to the start of the route, but once I got on it, everything worked out fine, and now that I've figured out their UX a little bit more, that would not be an issue going forward. It was more of me not knowing their ecosystem well enough, but now I got it. Yeah, super impressed. All right, so that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. See ya.